Draw your essence down into your body from wherever it has been so far today. Allow yourself to be fully present for all that the universe has for you. Open your hands to receive and feel yourself connected to Mother Earth. I want to talk to you about smudge and the reasons that we smudge and why it's useful in your everyday practical life. Every day, you and others come in and out of your home environment, bringing with them whatever it is that they've attracted and collected over the day. And some of it is wonderful and positive, and some of it is not so much. So I'm going to digress for a moment and talk about burden baskets, and I'll come back to the smudge. Outside of your door, where everyone enters, whether that's the front door or a different door, it's useful to have a burden basket. A burden basket can be imaginary, or it can actually be a wicker basket that's filled with plants and flowers, or it can be imaginary and just in your mind's eye. The basket outside, if it's real, doesn't have to be filled with anything, because that's where the burdens are going to drop when you come out of your house to go out into the world. And then when you're coming back from being out in the world and coming back into the house, so that all of the things, the troubles from work, the hecticness of your day is dropped outside your threshold. It allows you to cross through the doorway, dropping away any troubles that you have, allowing the energy of your sanctuary, your home, where you take respite and nourishment, to really truly be cleansed and not have all of those things from the workaday world or wherever you've been come into your home environment. And the same holds true when you're leaving. When you're going out in the morning and you're getting ready to go out into your day, or going out shopping, or whatever it is that your day holds, you're not taking with you anything from the home environment out into the world. This simple act of a burden basket by that door actually assists everyone in the family, regardless of whether they know it's there or whether they haven't noticed it's there at all. This ability that they'll have to be freed up, to have their energy freed up, they won't necessarily speak to you about it, but you'll begin to notice that things just even out. They're easier. And then you might have sensitive people who come through the door and just go, "Oh, it feels so good in here." And just so be aware that this creates a beautiful environment for your home and your family to feel a place where they can breathe easy, where they can rest, and where they can be nourished and nurtured. So now back to smudge. The reason, just like the burden basket, which drops the imaginary or real burdens outside, what the smudge does is it creates a change in the environment, an energetic change. You know, if you light paper on fire, you'll notice that there's smoke comes up, and there's a transformation from paper to ashes by adding the fire. So this element of fire is cleansing. I like to burn sage myself because it burns quick and easy. Its smoke is dense enough that I can see that it goes back into the corners. And it's a cleansing tool that the Native Americans use. All cultures have a way of cleansing that usually involves incinerating something, lighting it on fire. So the way that you cleanse your own self, your aura, if you want to speak about like that, is to light the sage, with a match or a candle and then watch it burn. Once that starts to smoke, you can put it above your head and bring it all the way down in front of you, side to side across, like just on a nice little curve all the way down to your feet. And then if you're doing this by yourself, you can waft it through the air and you can back through it so you make sure that you get your back as well. I like to do the bottom of my feet and clear my path. And once you do this, you might just notice that you feel freed up. You can breathe more easily. Smudge, incinerating something, using that to cleanse our aura. We can also use it to cleanse our environment. And this is one of the things that we do when we do that ritual every year. Everyone talks about the spring cleaning. And it's one of the things that we do. We go through our house really well, cleaning up after the long winter. And when you do this with smudge, you can do it with your hand. You can light the sage on fire and use your hand to waft it through your home, through the air. Or you can use a feather. You can use, if you happen to have a fan, like one of the ones that women use to fan themselves, you can use that. The way that I like to clean my home environment, to do the cleansing and the clearing and then a blessing, is to begin at the front door, wherever I come in most frequently, to open all of the drawers and all of the cupboards, to start in a counterclockwise position and go all the way through each room. If there's a stairwell that I come to, I go up the stairwell and then counterclockwise through all of the rooms, back down the stairwell and continue. I usually begin by going up and then down. If there's a basement, I go down into the basement last. Unless that stairwell happens to come while I'm on my path, and then I just go down the stairs, counterclockwise in there, back up the stairs and continue on. When you have done every room in your house and you know that the doors and the drawers, the cupboards, everything is open and you've put the smoke back into it, you can just take a moment and then go and open the door, the front door, the side doors, the windows, and allow that smoke to go out of your house. You can use a towel or your feather to encourage it to go out of the house. You can even use a broom. And then when you want to draw sweet new energy back in, you can begin at the door and go in a clockwise position. You can use sweetgrass. Sweetgrass is difficult to keep burning, but once you get it going, it's a beautiful smell. So it takes regular igniting of the sweetgrass, and that in itself is actually a blessing because you're adding fire to bringing the sweetness into your environment, into your home, and the sweetness that we all want when we go into our homes, when they're meant to be our sanctuary, where we take our nourishment, where we take our nurturing, and we bring love and compassion. So begin in a clockwise way all the way through your house, closing the cupboards, closing the drawers, closing all of the open doors. And then come all the way back, gone all the way through the house, come all the way back to the front door, and then open the door and then go outside for a few moments because you want to just take in the outside environment and bring it into your lungs and then into your house. So take some few sweet breaths outside. Shake your body a bit. Imagine the burden basket already being there. Any burdens that are residual, Just let them drop away. Now take another deep breath. Feel just in the speaking of this, just in the intention of how it is that we're going to clear our environment to bring more love and compassion, less trouble and strife. And all this by two simple things: a burden basket and a lighting of sage. You can use this exact same method to clear your workspace, your church, your sacred ground upon which you live. You can also use this to help others in your family and your friends. So if this serves you, by all means, go ahead and use this. And now for the blessing. So there are certain things that you want to bring into your environment, and certain ways that you want people in your environment to respond and to treat each other, respectfully, with gratitude. So your blessing is going to be very specific to you. Your work environment, if you're choosing to do a blessing there, that's beautiful. So as you're thinking about this and getting ready to do the blessing part, think about how you want people to enter your home. You've already placed the burden basket there, so they will enter more stress-free, more able to just be calm and peaceful and enjoy what's going on. So those are blessings that you can put in. So you can say, in my house, people feel calm and relaxed and harmonious, and my environment is fun-filled with laughter and joy. And that's a blessing. You can do it that way. You can make it much more long and elaborate, but really the choice is yours. And so as you begin to envision this, just see how it is that you want people to be there. And then that becomes your blessing. If there is anything that I can do to help you with clearing and cleansing and harmonizing and blessing your home or your work, I would be delighted to do that. So you can connect with me at shamanweaver.com or Sheila, SHIELA, at shamanweaver.com. So thanks so much. I appreciate you. I love and bless you. Aho!